Hello, today is a great day for a miracle. Thank you for taking a walk with us into this world of miracles, where we explore a series of spectacular incidents that took place during the life and times of Jesus Christ. These we call miracles. I am Reverend Ronald Nathan, and I'm the minister of the Whole God AME Zion Church in Jackson, St. Michael, in the nation of Barbados. Welcome. A miracle is an extraordinary and astonishing happening that is due to the presence and actions of God. The miracles of Jesus Christ gives us a glimpse of his compassion, his identity, and his future plans, which culminates in our exclamation, "Oh my God." The miracle today that we are exploring is Jesus opening the eyes of a blind man found in Mark chapter 8, verse 22 to 26. Mark 8, 22 to 26. They came to Bethesda and some people brought a blind man and begged Jesus to touch him. He took the blind man by the hand and led him outside the village. When he had spit on the man's eyes and put his hands on him, Jesus asked, "Do you see anything?" He looked up and said, "I see people. They look like trees walking around." Once more, Jesus put his hands on the man's eyes. Then his eyes were opened. His sight was restored, and he saw everything clearly. Jesus sent him home, saying, "Don't even go into the village." There are 8 direct accounts of Jesus the Christ healing blind men. A blind man was brought to Jesus by the people in the small town of Bethesda. This off the beaten track town at the north end of the Sea of Galilee was a place where Jesus the Christ had carried out a number of other miracles. This time they brought a man who was blind to him. We are told that they begged him to lay hands on him. Why should they desire Jesus to touch this man? The northeastern part of Africa, where Israel is located, had a developed understanding associated with the laying on of hands. The laying on of hands was used symbolically during times of prayer, for healing, for blessing, for encouragement, and for a transition into leadership. This simple act of touching brings encouragement and assurance. The act can provide a memory marker for our human hearts that are wired to experience the world through the sense of touch. In the Jewish rituals of the day, to touch a person who was sick made the person who did the touching unclean. There was therefore a process for ritual cleansing before you could be allowed back into the community and certainly into the place of worship. This we do recognize as a safeguard against bringing disease into a local community in those days and even times previously. However, Jesus identified with the experience of others through the act of touch. And so he laid his hands upon people. For a blind person, this act of laying on of hands was a special connection that bridged the gap between ignorance and knowledge, between sensory connection and vision, between darkness and light. When Jesus touched this man and led him outside of the town, it is recorded in another gospel that Jesus spoke of himself as the light of the world. In this instance, Jesus touched him and leads. Jesus touches him and heals. Jesus touches him and speaks. And again, Jesus touches him and completes what he has begun in him. There is illustrated in this miracle the intimacy of the relationship Jesus was prepared to have with this man who had no vision, limited in his perceptions, and unable to get from one place to another by himself. Is this not what Jesus has done for all those who come to him, blind to the ways of right living, right relating, and right following? So there you have it. God the Father working the extraordinary through his Son for his glory, praise, and honor. May God touch you, open your eyes to see him more clearly. God bless you. Amen.